not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
Strange place to meet up.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery.
Oh, okay, it is
Much
this
more
guy.
cliché
I
can
thought
you
it was
get?
someone else. I didn't know that was his name.
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Well, I found him. Does that mean he wanted to be found? Like, I literally got to him.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
You okay?
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kermoran, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name.
Does that mean I need to go hunting for plants
Once
again?
imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any
So
chance
he's
we
a
might see
vampire
what
as well,
Dettlaff
right?
was doing just before he lost his hand?
I thought he was
Indeed.
something else.
Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Well, I mean, you're friends with him, so I guess so.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Summon help? From who? And more importantly, can we trust the person? Do we know that that hand is supposed to be moving? Is the bird supposed to be glitching out like that?
What was that?
What are the plants now?
Rather
What
a
happened to the
common sight at
plants?
this latitude.
Because when I
Very
came here,
intelligent fowl.
it was chaos.
I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area. And I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Right now, I don't think it's time to drink. Need a nap instead.
Not really in the mood for your concoctions. Especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. I remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
I mean, it's good that we rest. So we feel refreshed. But do we get help?
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
As far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived, entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer.
It sounds like I would fight spoons, though.
Perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder, or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
I'll try not to kill.
There I
Is it a
imagine you
creature?
asking the white to spit
Or a
into the
human?
vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
What if he's
And
playing
to
on
you,
both sides? We weren't speaking about a cursed place.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Yeah, that you're about to get yourself in more danger.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
What if I brought some more spoons in exchange for the saliva?
A pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva.
I feel like I need to avoid these. Can I crouch? I don't think I can.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
What's this? It looks like a key?
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
No, I think it's another spoon.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface.
I always feel like something's
Smacked
gonna
in the
creep up
head
behind
with
me when I
something
investigate
heavy.
these.
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
So far it seems safe.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
I
Smashed
feel
mirror.
like I'm making too much
As if
noise.
someone couldn't stand to look at themselves.
Yeah, sure. Let's go to the basement. Why not?
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still.
I'm already hearing things.
Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
And this one?
White's obsessed. A real collector.
You already said that. Okay,
Thoroughbred.
probably we shouldn't investigate like every single spoon that we'll see. Whoa, okay.
What I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. It is empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Wait, I need to go back. Hide in a place with a good view. Okay. I thought I was supposed to go down there. Where is he supposed to hide? In here? Won't he be able to sense me though? Depending on what beast it is. I feel like any beast or animal usually can sense when someone's around. I thought it was empty. So how do I get the saliva without killing it? Or is that what's in the cauldron? Try to lift the curse? I don't think we're supposed to kill it, right? Our friend said not to kill it if possible. Is this me now moving? In first person?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Okay, it looks friendly. I think. So I'm glad I didn't choose to attack it.
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Didn't he end up killing the other ones though?
Just need a bit for Regis.
Okay, I got it.
Now we'll tend to you. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Something tells me we should swap spoons.
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? The curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped.
I don't know if it's right though. But we can try, right? If not, what if we don't use any spoons? What even is that? I don't think Geralt likes that.
Right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
Can't I just use like one of my abilities to calm it down? Well, he didn't kill me.
Damn it. Eat that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though. Except cut it down.
I'm not gonna kill it.
Think your friend's hand'll make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
We're referring to him, right?
That simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief,
He's not gonna
madness,
bite me, right?
morbidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
For myself, maybe?
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen
How am I
an
supposed to
enraged
put him-
vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd
How-
rather not
how will
have
I make him
lunge with
angry?
any claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there.
Okay.
Beasts you will then kill.
Oh,
The bloodletting
I thought
should
he
prove
would.
profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
I have nothing else to do.
Teshamudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See
I
no
thought we were
reason to
gonna go
dawdle.
straight away.
Teshamudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
I think I can trust him. I mean, he doesn't seem like he would betray me or anything. Obviously, it can change, but...
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice.
So this is why it's called Blood and Wine, because it involves vampires.
As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting
Let's
to
hope
scare
not.
me.
Yeah, I don't want to kill you. I'm sure I could take him on. What is the help that we requested, by the way? I thought there was supposed to be someone else with us.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
Yeah, same here. I think we need each other.
You lead.
There's blood over there. Isn't that gonna attract him? Make him go crazy?
Scurvers. Must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms. A vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our
I thought he
world
was
to this one
gonna wait
opened
here.
upon
What's this?
this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
I wanna look at the armor.
This place.
Can he wait for me?
There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings. have
Wait,
breathed
will
their
he
last
wait
here.
if I stop? No, he seems kinda impatient. Well, he'll have to wait. This looks like an arena for a boss fight.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will...
Hold on, be patient. How do I place it? Oh, like
how
this.
these tunnels got here sent shivers.
It was the natural order of things.
Where?
The place
Here?
reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
I think we're in danger already. What's happening? It didn't let me on the other side to place it. Like, what am I supposed to break these? Maybe I use this.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope
Hopefully.
so. Its stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Okay.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
I'm a bit nervous about
I
it.
thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Will he really not be able
I
to
must
break
hurry.
out of there
The
though?
beasts have caught the scent and also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word.
Where?
You know,
Where are
something
they?
you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And
Oh,
what
okay. It's just
did
these
you do
ones.
once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down.
It's gonna explode.
Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to. We must
Whoa.
force through this.
Oh god.
You just smell the blood.
There's an earthquake happening right now. Move, move. It's gonna explode. Oh, they take damage as well if they explode next to each other. Oh! What are you? Is this like the big guy? The one in charge of them? Wait, did it die? Just like that? Oh! What did I tell you that it was a boss arena? What am I attacking? There's too many, there's too many. I need some space. Am I supposed to just keep killing these until he does his thing? I think so. Like keep the beast occupied, right? It doesn't sound good, whatever is happening to him. It's gonna explode. The chaos! There's so much happening. They just keep on coming. Wait, I think he's done. The health bar is full. Doesn't that mean that he's done?
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Yeah. Are we sure we should just let him free? What if he comes after me instead? Right, I think we need to wait for him to calm down.
Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me.
He looks scary.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
Finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
How come the monsters just left though? They got scared because of the vampire?
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Why is there garlic
Got
here?
some
I
experience
thought
brewing potions.
they were like allergic to it, or maybe it's just
Let's begin.
so that it's not suspicious, I guess, for whoever comes here. So they might think they might not be vampires, I don't know. Wait, am I drinking that?
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment. You jumped the queue, sir. But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was
I
here
thought he was
first.
supposed to be in the queue.
Step down
Now
or you
he's
shall
next.
regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
I failed to see how this is supposed to bring us closer to this guy. Why do you need your shoes polished? See, another reason why I can't be on his side.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know.
Well, maybe he
See
changed
anything
over
else?
time.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I think it's
I
better if
shall
I go
join you later
alone,
if it's
right?
No trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Oh, I'm talking to the
So
little
how
boy
would
from the
you explain
memories.
it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates,
That means
we've always mud up to our
those
ankles
memories
here.
weren't from too long
Blame me
ago.
for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave
Really?
him alone.
Three grown-up
Just who
adults
this
speaking on a
spit have
child.
you?
I'm just gonna say a witcher. Why not?
A
I slay
witcher,
beasts.
and I'd
Maybe
advise you to
they
go
run
back
away
where
because
you
of that.
came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
I think you should stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all
Everyone's
the
so
same.
confident all the time. That's what you think.
We'll break your legs, vagrant!
I don't think you know how witches work.
Floors and cheeks.
I'll take you from the left.
We are not normal humans. People are cheering. This is the show. Well, okay. All lined up.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men. What are
They're bullying a child. They should get away after
Obstructing my
bullying a child.
investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
Well, at least he'll be safe while they're locked up.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
I don't really want to.
My boots are clean.
Yeah, I
this
see Geralt
city,
does want to.
No boots are clean unless they just come off my stand.
I don't want him
A seat,
to
sir, please.
do it. Like, I just want to have a talk. I'm not the same as the other people.
So then, who was it you wanted to
I guess I
ask
have no
about?
choice.
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could pay him.
500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand.
Do I even have that much
with a
coin?
big
I think I
sign.
do.
I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure
I don't think he's
something
getting
out.
paid enough for this. Would that be okay?
Ah, see? I knew we'd
He
clinch
seems
it.
happy.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Okay, he does
Know
get
where I
paid,
might
so
find
that's
him?
good.
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Well, he got some coin and the potion.
Handled
That's
that key
nice.
pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
I didn't want my boots cleaned. I mean, even Geralt refused, but I guess it's what he's used to.
One the boot black mentioned.
Is it just unlocked? I mean, there's a lot of crows here, so
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
I don't know if
You
I
might
want
just
to
as well
break
stand
the
out on
door.
street, pound on a drum and holler, "Dettlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
They're gonna unlock it from inside. How? Doesn't he need the key for it?
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Why is that horse just rocking over there on its own? Like, a bit creepy. I don't know if we should just, you know, go in his house. Just like that. I feel like he'll get mad. Okay.
He here. Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Maybe we should investigate in the meantime.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
I know. The whole place is a bit... And there's spiderwebs as well, like... Does he even live here or barely visits?
Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
I can't even tell.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Music box?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home.
I think we should turn it off. Music box with dolls?
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, the slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Do we need more clues? I guess. There was something else I missed.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
There was something behind, I think? This thing?
Dettlaff van der Eretein, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
I don't think he might
Any
know
idea
who
what
it
it
is.
could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover.
Isn't it the woman on the wall?
Woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
I think we should talk to her. She's alive,
Ever
right?
meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Dettlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renawed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
That's why he's killing everybody, right? To rescue.
That's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now.
How
He's
does
out
he
to
know about
rescue a female
Yennefer?
from his pack.
What if it was Triss instead?
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
I can see how he would just wants to protect, like, his lover.
Actually, it is. Dettlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Yeah, I think it's better if I
Think
go.
he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you.
Really?
Dettlaff and I both.
I mean, I haven't really updated her on anything that's been happening so far.